Welcome to Spilling the Cold Tea,
Episode 1.
We are very excited. Our inaugural episode is with Christian Doan. He is a restaurant magnate. He's got 2 restaurants open and 1 on the way. And more than that, he is an influencer, which, coming from somebody from my generation, it's kind of like, what the hell is an influencer? And so we are excited. I'm excited to meet an actual influencer because nobody that I hang out with does that shit.
Yeah, it's for narcissists, sociopaths, a lot of people like that in the game.
Yeah. Is that how you identify yourself?
I would say so. That and like
that's his LinkedIn profile.
Yeah.
It's like narcissist.
The one thing about you is that I actually didn't know you were an influencer when I first met you.
I much prefer that.
It wasn't until much later where Phil, our producer, was like, "That's Chopstick Murphy," and I'm like, "That sounds so familiar. Like, what the heck is Chopstick Murphy?" And then I remembered your reviews with food.
Yes,
Can you share a little bit about how that started and like as a joke or?
Yeah, like why I started content?
First that one and then just the way that you approach content. It's so fun.
Yeah, it is a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, that's really what it's all about, just having fun, I think. Like, I never, as you guys can probably tell, I'm very awkward on camera. The first thing now I'm getting distracted because there's another guy. He turned on a 4th camera in the background. He's fucking filming shit. So now, I'm even more awkward. Sorry, what was the question?
No, what was your approach in terms of creating content? Like, how did that come about?
A 5th camera.
Oh,
the meta
glasses.
Oh my god.
Oh my God.
Okay. Sorry. All right. Let me try to lock in.
All these different angles.
Yeah, I don't like that. I look bad from most angles. That's what people tell me. I think there's one angle that I look good in, and the rest it's bad. See?
Okay, let's get your good angle.
Yeah,
which
like,
side
I think
is it?
people say this angle, the 45 from the left.
We already messed up. I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. Apparently that's my main camera. So I'm good.
I'm dating myself, but it's the Zoolander.
Oh yeah. But immediately from any other angle, people say chopped.
Oh.
Ready? Watch. Ready? Just bad. Okay. Anyway, so why did I start doing content? Yeah. So I don't know. Like, so I've always loved food and the food space, and eventually I wanted to open up my own restaurant. That's always been a pipe dream of mine.
Yeah.
And so this was a couple years ago. I was like, okay, like what like do a lot of restaurants that are successful? What do they have in common? And in my dumb brain at the time, I was like, oh, it's the ones that like are just all over social media. Like, because I'm like, all right, those are the ones people talk about.
Yeah.
So it's the restaurants that are good at social media that end up getting all the customers. Now, 2 years, 3 years later, I found out that's not true. It's all just illusion. It's all a hoax.
Yeah.
Somewhat
Smoke
like
and mirrors.
Smoke and mirrors.
Yeah.
The Wizard of Oz.
Yes. Yeah.
Pay
I'm just going to point to you for random references, and then you just pull out some stuff.
Pay
I was thinking 9/11, but you said...
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
Exactly, yeah. So,
God,
but yeah, so it's all a hoax. But
like COVID.
Yeah, that's a better one. That's a better one, COVID.
Around Earth.
Yes. But so that was the intention. I was like, okay, I wanted to learn how to do restaurant social media so that I can like learn that skill so that if I eventually open my own restaurant down the line, I'll be able to, market it better, right, essentially. But then it quickly turned out, because I tried to do normal food videos like everyone else, and I was just like, this like feels so wrong, right? And so then I honestly, to be fully honest, I got really drunk and then just was like, I want to turn the mic on and see what happens. And
that's hilarious.
And so then that's what happened. Like basically the first bunch of videos where I started finding my voice, it was because I was quite inebriated.
So you were even more open than you are now.
Yeah,
so I can't imagine what you are like drunk.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, so nowadays,
we can test that theory. Do you want
to start doing a drink or something?
Okay, well, I'll do it if you do it. Okay.
Okay. Again. So actually, something you all should know. The title, spilling the cold tea, and we explained sort of the whole references and all that. Like, it's the ironic thing is that neither Rach or I drink. So the title, Spilling the Cold Tea, it's actually going to be for all of our guests. Yeah. And so we're going to ask all of you to weigh in on sort of a gimmick that we can come up with, kind of like hot wings, where we can make our guests eat hot wings to answer tough questions, or can they either answer a question or take a shot?
I love that.
Or something like that. So we're going to ask all of you to help weigh in. That you are going to help own this podcast.
Yeah.
So
or we can also do a Korean drinking game because Koreans are.
What?
Well, I was
Are
gonna
you
say,
Korean?
I am Korean.
Oh.
Yeah. But I don't drink, so I'm
Okay.
the odd one out. But
Wait, why don't you drink? Is it because you're Gen Z?
wait, you think I'm Gen Z?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Are you Gen A? Gen Alpha? There's no way you're over 21. Oh, it's because you're underage. That's why you don't drink.
Aw, that's so
Yeah.
sweet. That is the sweetest thing. Am I
Yeah.
under? Do I look under 21?
I think so, yeah.
Thank you, thanks,
Yeah.
man.
I don't
It's
see-
the
I don't
glasses
see
that
color, I
make
don't
it,
see
yeah.
age.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thanks.
definitely.
Yeah, and the
Oh.
immaturity,
Oh.
the general immaturity.
Oh, so yeah, internally and externally.
That's right.
Yeah,
Just
21.
child. I'm just a child.
Oh wait, no, 21's a drinking age. You're
So
19.
20. Oh yeah. Okay.
There you go. What are we making?
This is a children's adult Shirley Temple.
All right, I'm gonna need Gander to come here, and I'm gonna.
But these are
I'm
non-alcoholic.
gonna-
These are non-alcoholic.
Oh, okay. See me not knowing alcohol. I was gonna say, Gander, can you drink my drink if I throw it across my shoulder? It's 5 o'clock somewhere on a Tuesday. It is technically, yes, it is.
I'm chowing down on Cape Cod potato chips. You guys do what you need to do. I never eat potato chips, so.
Never say never, as Justin Bieber says.
Can I use this guy?
You want the soda?
Yeah.
No, in case you don't
Or if
know,
you just have like
There's a canned soda.
in case you don't
in
know,
the
this is
Fridgeroni?
completely unscripted, and we're at Cloud and Spirits in Cambridge,
oh,
Massachusetts.
perfect. Thank you.
It is
Wish this
a
over.
fantastic restaurant, event space, and they have hosted a ton of events.
Yeah, they have open deck DJs,
Yeah,
which is amazing. So all my DJ friends, come up, pull up.
they hosted a New Year's Eve event. They hosted Valentine's. You had the Valentine's Day event here too. Is that right?
That one cost me a lot of money.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm sorry.
do you want to
Lost
talk about it?
thousands of dollars.
We've
on that
even
one.
had political fundraisers here.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this place has it all. This place does it all. And if anybody wants a space, this is the place to go.
Yeah.
they're
No, this
even
place is
hosting-
awesome. I'm really sad about everything, all the rumors surrounding. It's fate.
Well,
For another podcast.
that's
Yeah.
for another
Okay,
podcast.
another
Well,
podcast.
Episode
Episode
3. We'll have that one.
Oh, that's so sad.
But
Yeah.
Episode 2 is actually, maybe we should ask, although I don't know if we'll have the time, maybe we should ask in episode 2, Cloud and Spirits owner Ron Liu to talk about the origins of Cloud and Spirits.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll even bring Gander on. Gander's off
Yeah.
screen. Maybe we'll bring Gander on. So be prepped for that in episode 2, dude. No, awesome. So Gander's a good-looking dude, by the way.
He is.
He is a really good
He
guy.
is.
Sorry, I wasn't ready for
It's okay.
He's one of the top, I think, 5 to 9 like best-looking guys in the
Wait,
Asian
actually,
food scene.
What is it? Did you put alcohol in
No,
this?
no.
All right.
There's some
Did
shitty
you-
non-alcoholic tequila. Well, actually, I
did
don't know
you
if it's shitty. Are they a sponsor?
They're not, no.
We don't have spots. That's the other thing with spilling the cold tea. That is rife for great sponsors. So we could either have tea sponsors, we could have alcohol
Alcohol
sponsors,
sponsors.
any sponsors you can think of.
Celsius, please,
yeah.
please.
She is a Celsius junkie. I don't drink caffeine. Can you picture me on caffeine?
That's scary.
Yeah.
I would make coffee nervous.
I feel like the scariest proposition would be Leveret on caffeine and Viagra.
Oh my,
What?
that's such an unhinged
What
comment.
is it? What do you mean for 4 hours? What does that mean?
Yeah, I
even
really don't know.
I don't even know that.
I feel like
don't
you would
even know
just
what that
be,
means.
you're just alert in all
It's like
ways.
4
Physically
hours?
and mentally alert.
Can you imagine though that it does the opposite and he just falls asleep?
Dude, that happened to me one time. I took some like bootleg erectile dysfunction medication. From
That'd be
a,
terrible. But if
We
you're-
can cut this out, right?
Yeah.
I'd be asleep. I'd be asleep with Viagra. What an awful image.
Yeah,
that
because
would be.
it acts on your like
It's
your
a vasodilator.
exactly. So if you have like
same
low
thing
blood
with-
pressure,
She's
are you
the
are you in healthcare?
Yes. I am.
Classic,
I wonder how much of
classic
this we're
Boston
going to
Asian.
cut out. But actually, we should probably keep this in because it's so much
Yeah.
fun. So there's no alcohol in it. Right?
No,
No.
So,
but there might be roofies
Okay.
or Viagra. Oh yeah, cold tea. Oh, so
Yeah,
is the
only the cold
podcast like named after the drink, the cold tea? Do you
No,
know?
No.
it's just because it's we explained this in the beginning to the wonderful viewers.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah.
So the tea has a very Asian, it's very sort of Asian influence, and it's also everybody when they think of tea, it's like okay, it's Asian. And cold tea, as everybody knows, is when you go into a restaurant after hours or whenever you want something, and maybe they don't have a liquor license.
Yeah.
You ask for cold tea, and so spilling the tea is spilling gossip, talking about kind of different things that you want to talk about.
Yeah.
So it came to spilling the cold tea.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, that came out of the button-down mind of this uncreative guy.
Yeah.
I don't know how that happened.
Yeah. The
Sorry.
19-year-old.
Yeah, even a squirrel finds a nut.
Dude, yeah. That's one thing I know about Leveret is he's all about a nut.
Oh, if only.
Yeah.
Yeah. But so I heard a rumor that the ex, I guess, bar manager of Shoujo like invented the drink, the cold tea.
Oh.
Really?
Apparently, I don't know.
Like,
Someone said
you
that.
mean one of the
Or
Moys?
someone fact check that.
Like,
His
Patty
name is
or-
Marcus Yao.
I don't know him.
Yeah, he's like he used to work there back in the day, but I don't know if he invented it, popularized it,
No, because
brought it to Boston.
I've
I don't
heard
know.
about cold tea since I was in grad school, which was only about 10 years ago.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it wasn't that long ago. But
Yeah.
I've heard of cold tea since then.
Okay.
So, I mean, I think it's been around for a while.
Okay.
I mean, maybe
Yeah, I mean,
not, maybe not as a public sort of saying as like, oh, I want cold tea. But I mean, people would go into restaurants and they'd ask for cold tea.
Okay.
So I'm
So,
pretty
maybe
sure
he
it's
just put it on the
existing.
menu.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Because it was like a thing at Shoujo. You can go order a cold tea and it comes in a teapot.
Oh, okay.
But yeah.
Yeah. Now,
Great guy,
somebody
very
dragged me in
handsome.
there once and had me just kind of get plastered on
Yeah,
cold
that's
tea.
one of the
Yeah.
Shoujo is one of the best places to get plastered.
No. Oh.
I guess you would know.
Yeah.
Was that one of your first? Was that one of your first restaurants where you trialed your voice?
I think so.
Yeah?
Yeah. Because I used to be very attracted to the manager there, and we used to work together back in the day at Shabuzen, and so I
Oh.
went there, got really drunk, and did a whole story about him. His name's Jim Tran. Shout out Jim Tran.
No.
Do you still have a crush on her?
Oh, of course, yeah. But he's
Yeah?
married now. He's got a kid.
Oh,
I have a crush on
sorry.
his kids as well, though. It's fine. I mean, not in like a
You know.
Epstein way, but just in like
And how old are his kids?
I think like high one digit.
All
High
right,
one
we're gonna
digit.
cut that part out.
Yeah. Yeah. A little too low. A little too
Oh
low.
man.
Are there islands involved or like?
No.
No, I can't afford all that.
Yeah.
Anyway, so where did you actually go to college? Because I don't know actually anything about you, or you for that matter. But I feel like I
yeah.
know you more,
No.
or at least.
No, I'm a Tufts grad, and then I went to grad school at Harvard, and then I stuck around here. I'm one of those who I never left a 4-mile radius of Boston. I was supposed to go to Chicago for a
Too
law
far from
school,
home.
yeah. But then
Clearly.
I got into the Kennedy School, and I was like, all right, well, I guess I'll go.
Yeah.
And so I have no idea how I got in, but somehow I did.
What did you study?
College, I was an English poli-sci
Right,
major,
right,
which
right.
the English major, it's kind of like we've gone over this,
Yeah.
where
Shout out English
I am
majors.
not, I am the one person who's not on social media. I have zero social media presence. And one time I tried it, it was
Oh, you mentioned this.
exactly
LinkedIn.
It would take it would take me 20 minutes to send a tweet for the Commonwealth Seminar, my organization, and because former English major, everything has to be precise. The punctuation has to be right, the capitalization, and then I had to think, do I really want to say this?
Do you have that same issue
Yeah.
as an English major?
No, I think we grew up in different schools of thought, So
There's a generational gap here.
Exactly,
If
yeah.
you guys haven't noticed.
it's very like James Joycean, so very stream of consciousness, no punctuation, all lowercase. That's kind of my style. So
So, it would take me 20 minutes,
Yeah,
and my
that's pretty
staff
much
finally
excited.
just took it away and said, "No, you're
Yeah.
not doing this anymore because you're going to miss things." So, and then the LinkedIn thing. I was on LinkedIn for 3 glorious weeks, and then they thought it was a bot,
oh man.
and then I got it fixed, and then they thought it was a bot again, and now I can't get on.
You were not authentic enough, like Christian.
Exactly. I needed
Yeah.
I needed an Instagram
Man.
profile. Like, 'cause then-
Or you just need to get drunk.
Yes, I would
That
highly
is
recommend
the
that as an
solution,
activity in
apparently.
general.
Yeah.
Like honestly, I think more people should get drunk. I think a lot of people are missing out on the joys of drinking.
I would
Phil,
say.
is my hair better? He flashed a sign up to me earlier. Fix your hair. Ugly.
Oh,
You're
is
ugly.
that why you're?
Yeah. And I got.
I don't think that whole you're reading into it. It's like fix your hair doesn't mean you're ugly.
Oh shit. Okay.
It just
sorry.
means fix your hair.
Yeah.
He's the one that calls you chopped
like,
all the
let's
time.
go.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Phil's our producer. Someday you'll meet him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the goal.
And he's beautiful. He's got nice hand tattoos. I've always
does.
loved them.
Yeah. There's a very strong story behind his hand tattoos, which we'll get into later.
Yeah.
Exactly. When he becomes a guest.
I'm gonna make this is gonna be the worst. Are you editing this? I'm sorry, bro. It's gonna be a tough one to cut out.
Yeah.
I used to do this shit. It was brutal.
Well, you still do, right? You
No,
still
I don't do a
edit
podcast anymore. Oh yeah.
Well, you still edit your
Yeah, videos. Yeah. But that's easy
Yeah.
because that's like 30 seconds. But a podcast.
30 seconds,
we used to-
really?
yeah, my videos are mad quick.
So so you do TikTok and Instagram? Or-
Yeah, but it's the same thing. I just post it everywhere.
Yeah.
I don't do like different content for different.
How long have you been a content creator for?
About like 2 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And how many followers do you have?
I'm losing them by the day, but
Wow.
yeah, like I think somewhere around like 100,000 across TikTok, Instagram.
Holy shit, dude.
But one thing that I learned from social media is that like followers really don't mean anything. Followers doesn't mean they're your fans, doesn't mean they're your friends. It just
Yeah.
means that like they liked something you said at one point enough to just press one button. Like
Right.
literally that's it. Like
Yeah.
a lot of people are like, oh, you have 100,000 followers, like you must be rich, like whatever. I'm like, no, like none of my followers would do anything for me. They don't know who I am. They don't care about me. You know, it's just that's what social media is. A lot of people have that misconception about social
Yeah.
media.
Well, I think one thing that you're doing really cool here in Boston is that you're starting to create a community here around Asian restaurants and and even in the bigger perspective, restaurants in general, because of the way that you have structured your voice and that people want that different type of view and perspective. And so, how do you see yourself in terms of like being this bridger of gaps with the community and then the Asian restaurant world?
I mean, I love that I'm getting to do that kind of stuff now because I think like the social media is like a lot of fun, but it also is very lonely and it's very like isolating, and it really is, as I said earlier, like fake. A lot of it's completely fake, and so I've been really enjoying getting into the community more, right? Like
Yeah.
actually talking to people in person, like actual socialization,
Yeah.
and that's been great. And like the social media has, I guess, given me the opportunity to take on a larger role in that space. Like, okay, people trust me now to like go throw these events, and I absolutely love it. I really love it, and I'm honored and I feel very grateful that people trust me to like do those kinds of things. But,
Yeah. What's your favorite event that you've done so far?
I think my favorite event has been the Valentine's Day Supper Club that I threw here at Cloud. So we basically got 3 of Boston's hottest up-and-coming Asian chefs. So they're people who have won all types of awards in the food space. They're constantly recognized as like really pushing the boundary in terms of Asian cuisine here in Boston. And they are primarily pop-up chefs, meaning they don't have, for the most part, they don't have a brick and mortar location, a restaurant. And so Valentine's Day being one of the hottest and most hectic days for the restaurant industry.
It
Yeah.
was also like right around Lunar New Year.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah,
So that was a
was it the same
crazy
day
week.
as Lunar
It was
New Year?
like the next day.
All right.
Yeah,
Wow.
so that was I mean, planning-wise, it was quite difficult. But yeah, so we, like, because they don't have restaurants, you know, they don't have to participate in that chaos of
Right.
Valentine's Day. But like, I was like, hey, you want to do it anyway? And they were like, yeah, that sounds great. And so we brought them in, 3 great chefs, Ashley Lujares, who does Filipino food, Vio Robert, who does Lao food, and then Ron and Jess
Yep.
doing
Amazing.
Cambodian food. And so we had a giant table here, about 30, 40 people, all at the same table. We decorated, made it look really cute and like romantic, candles, red tablecloth, all that stuff. Played some romantic music, and then 6 courses of just bangers, like amazing food. And so the guests had this crazy experience where they got to sample dishes from these very hard to try Asian chefs,
Nice.
amongst other people who really love and care about the Asian food scene, and then get really drunk off cocktails by Cloud and Spirits and Courtney Moy. So
Yeah.
it was really great.
Yeah.
What else? What do you
very
got coming up?
What I have coming up?
Yeah, because you're running Boston Asian
Yeah.
Food Network.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
that grew off of Boston Asian Food Hub, which grew off
Yeah.
of Boston Asian
Yeah,
Restaurant
we've done
Week.
a lot of rebranding.
So yeah. So what do you
Event-wise?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have something we've been really enjoying recently is these like smaller scale events. So just kind of very low barrier to entry, accessible events that just bring people in the same room. So one of the really successful ones is the Mahjong series. So we do like a Mahjong supper club now, and basically we just get a bunch of people in the same room, a bunch of Mahjong tables, and then we get food from a local Asian restaurant, and then we just hang out, right? And it's very.
Is that after tiles?
He does after tiles. It's
Talking
like
about Phil again.
yeah,
Producer.
Phil does After Tiles, which is also, from what I hear, another great Mahjong club. But I think ours is more like food focused than really Mahjong focused. But we have a Mahjong instructor. They come in, they teach people how to play, and then we just eat and enjoy
gotta
each
do
other's
that.
companies and bodies.
Yeah.
We got to do that
we
because
gotta do
neither of us
Mahjong.
play MJ either.
Oh,
So we
really?
need
I
to
mean,
learn,
yeah, I
yeah.
really don't either. But yeah, I think I think it'd be great. Yeah, you come through. I think the next one's next Wednesday on the 22nd. So
Oh, on a weekday.
yeah, here.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. And you guys have a lot of participants come out on the weekdays.
Yeah. It's less commitment. People don't have as many plans. They're ready to hang out. So
Anything coming up for Heritage Month, API Heritage Month in May?
we have. I think the only thing we have planned right now is more of those types of events. So like little things. We'll definitely do a couple mahjong events. So we're definitely doing one with NAP. and AAAP.
Awesome.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Good.
National Association of Asian American Professionals, I believe. And they are, I've been reconnecting with them, Polly and Rachel, Luke, because they run this initiative called Uncharted Ventures, which is around like, how do we promote and encourage Asian Americans to get into more like unconventional career spaces.
Oh, very cool.
And so,
Very,
Politics.
I was gonna say politics.
Yeah.
There you go.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's like a potential crossover?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, nice, yeah. But that's something that they're trying to, I think, grow, and we felt like there was some potential crossover opportunities for us too. So we're gonna do an event with them.
Awesome.
And they're beautiful people.
Yeah. What would you say is your most memorable restaurant experience here in Boston?
Here in Boston,
Yeah.
I'd say the one that, oh man, so many to be honest. Like, what do you want? Like, do you want it like one that changed my opinion on food, one that changed my life in general?
Change your
Yeah,
life.
change your life.
Change your
Okay,
life.
I mean,
a
there's-
restaurant changing your life.
Absolutely.
That's
I mean,
crazy.
so many
About that one.
restaurants have changed my life, but I think like the restaurant that changed my life for real the most was Shabu Zen in Alston, and it's because
Oh,
okay.
interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
and it wasn't anything to do with the food, which is the food is great, but it was just really the culture and the people who work there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it changed my life because I worked there for a long time, and
You worked there as a,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a server? Or
yeah,
like,
I started as a host, busboy, server, and then I was there
Wow.
for years.
Okay.
But like when I got the job, the manager really had no reason to hire me. I was like a young kid, no experience, like frankly very socially awkward. Had a complete misunderstanding of the Asian community because
Yeah.
like Asian culture. I was like
Yeah.
super like what do you call it? Disconnected from my Asian heritage.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't know anything about Asian culture, Asian food. Never had hot pot before. So I was like, hey, I just need a
Really?
job. I just live around the corner. And I think he was like, you're tall. Like, you know what I mean? So like maybe he saw some
They're
potential
tall
in me.
and good looking.
Maybe. I mean, back then I was definitely even more chopped than I am now. But I went through a couple rounds of different types of cosmetic enhancement and something I'm working on to this
Yeah, me
day.
too,
But but yeah, no.
Looks
So he took a
maxing
chance on me.
over here.
Yeah, exactly, dude.
Yeah.
But manager took a chance on me. Shout out Victor. And then the people I met there, like really, it opened my eyes to like the different types of Asian people that could exist in this world. Because I grew up in a very white
beautiful.
town, so I was just like a lot of white
What
people
town?
acting.
Oh.
So there were some
okay.
Chinese people there, but they didn't like me because I wasn't Chinese. So basically, I always say like
Yeah.
I was too Chinese for the white people and not Chinese enough for the Chinese
Oh.
because I'm fucking Vietnamese.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
There you go. There's
yeah.
the missing link.
Exactly. So so Shabu Zen, right? So I met like my first Vietnamese friends, like first Korean friends. You know, there were a lot of
Wow.
baddies,
Yeah.
a lot of young Asian baddies, male and female.
Yeah.
And so I was like, damn, opened my eyes to that whole world. And then hot pot too, my favorite cuisine now, one of my top couple cuisines. My tattoo sleeve here, it's a hot pot theme.
Yeah. Yeah.
So-
Tell us about your tat.
that
Tell
is-
about your
Yeah.
tat.
So
That's
this is-
there's that one.
wild.
Yeah.
This is a hot pot sleeve, so it's got all the ingredients of hot pot. So this
Oh
is
my
like a
God.
squid. It's got like shiitake mushrooms, broccoli, shrimp, and then the
That's-
broth is the
That's
water.
Cool.
Got the chopsticks. I've had multiple chopsticks on my body before my name was Chopstick.
So that's how you came up with chopstick.
It was a
Murphy?
complete coincidence, honestly.
Really?
But yeah, I
maybe
just
somewhere in your
yeah.
subconscious you're
Maybe,
like,
yeah, but I just like
Like
I
spilling
love
the
food.
cold
I've
tea.
always been that kind of guy.
yeah.
But yeah, anyway, so that's probably the restaurant that changed my life the most. But that's not a personal thing. Like it's not about food. Like
So it's also
But
a
it
work
is about-
experience, and it wasn't
Yeah.
just going in and eating. It was the entire life
exactly, which I
experience.
think to me that's like my whole thesis. It's like food restaurants. It's not about the food. Like
It's
often,
not,
it's like it's
yeah.
about the people. It's about the atmosphere. It's about the culture, authenticity. Like just, you feel
Yeah.
all these things, and I think they can really change your life.
Yeah.
I guess speaking of authenticity,
Yeah.
how authentic can you be as an influencer? Because I mean, you have to market to a certain, or you have to appeal to a certain
Yeah.
audience. Are you being your authentic self there, or are you being your authentic self elsewhere? How at Food Network? How do you find and do you lose your authentic
Yeah,
self as an influencer? Do you often find yourself, or sometimes find yourself saying, "Oh, that's not who am I really?" Do you
Yeah,
ever find yourself?
I
in
think that all the time. I have no idea who I am, like how I would describe myself or whatever. But I think I show up differently in different places, and I think everyone does. You know,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
like
true
everyone
for
has so many
everyone,
different sides to themselves, and
Yeah.
so I think my social media account is one side of me. And the problem with that I ran into there was that it was authentic to me at some point, but then like after a certain point, I didn't want to just drink all the time and say crazy things online, you know.
Yeah.
And then, but that's what people expected of me, and they were like, "Oh, like we want to see more of that." And so
Right.
I felt myself having to kind of like force some of that in the later stages because it wasn't authentic anymore.
Yeah.
And so, but yeah, there's a lot of different sides of me.
Yeah.
Did you transition away? How did you transition out of that?
I just stopped making content. Like I haven't posted in like a long time.
Oh,
yeah,
I
yeah,
didn't-
yeah. So, but I mean, it's still, I still have like little flare-ups of that personality. But like most of the time, I'm much like chiller. People that meet me in person are like, yeah, he's like a lot calmer than I had thought, just because I like yap a lot online or whatever. But
What do you post online now? What do you do?
I don't do anything online.
Oh,
I literally don't
okay.
like, I don't post anything.
So you're mostly focused on your restaurants.
Yeah,
essentially,
yeah. I
right?
mean, that really requires a lot of work and time. So like, it's almost irresponsible for me to like, oh, I need to like grow my content career while I'm trying to like grow these restaurants. So I'm kind of transitioning from content creator to trying to be more of a, I guess, entrepreneur.
Yeah. I guess as we kind of wrap up, what I'm most curious about in terms of your impact in Boston, the way that I see it, I'm an outsider. I'm from Philly, so
Wait, when did you move here?
about 4 years ago, but like that was like during post-COVID-ish.
Ooh, Philly. Ooh, Philly.
So
Philly does suck.
the first year, it was very like low key in terms of me exploring Boston. But one of the things, of course, with like social media algorithm and things like that, I have seen your videos before. I just didn't associate you with your account. I would say that, you know, as I'm going through the Boston food world, your account probably came up the most. And so I associated you as like the person that knows the Boston, especially Asian food scene, the most. And now, you know, with TikTok and social media and people like being really, really forward with making reviews, there's a lot more Asian creators here in social media. And so from your perspective, as you know, this might be wrong, but I see you as one of the OGs. And so as an OG moving outside of the influencer space and into the restaurant space, what would you like to see more of in this restaurant world?
In the restaurant industry or the content?
Either
side?
or, since you're kind of teeter-tottering in both
Yeah.
of these worlds.
Yeah, good question. Thank you for saying that about me. It's very kind. I definitely want to say like I want to shout out a couple other creators like Vivian D Foodie is her handle. She actually knows the Boston Asian food scene more than anyone else. I always go to her for recommendations. But I think like because I had that kind of viral voice, a lot of people say what you say, which is that like, oh, I associate you, but I think really it should be people like her. But yeah, so what do I want to see more of in the Asian food space here in Boston? I think I am all about like pushing boundaries. I want to see people doing really cool, exciting things that are authentic to them, right? Like so, one of my big things with food in general is like authentic does not have to mean traditional, right? So often people will say things like, oh, there's a new authentic Chinese restaurant, meaning basically it's a mom and pop shop that serves stuff like from their hometown in China. But often like that's great, but to be honest, like that's like really any Chinese person that knows how to cook can do that, you know what I mean? Like they'll just cook food from their hometown. But I really love chefs and restaurateurs that are trying to do things that have never been done before. So places like Le Madeleine in Quincy is like, I think right now it's like my favorite restaurant in the area. It's because Chef Peter Nguyen there is doing things that are like so authentic to him and like the Vietnamese American experience, because it's like blending a lot of traditional Vietnamese flavors with like powerful American kind of savory palate things, and then like spicy kind of Gulf Coast Houston flavors, because he spent a lot of time down there. It's a reflection of his life, and it's unique. It's one of one. And I think like places like that need to be celebrated more. Like, and that's no less authentic. Like a Viet granny might go there and be like, this is an authentic Vietnamese food because it's not like how my mom used to make it. But I'm like, dude, your mom fucking is just doing the same thing as everybody else, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
But Peter's doing stuff down there that like is truly unique, and that's what I want to see more of. It's like different things
Yeah.
because I love different stuff.
That's almost like
Yeah.
bringing your own identity into a creation that
Yeah.
you know can be shared with other people.
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
and I feel like that's very resonating to like the way that you approach social media in the beginning. It's like this one version of you that's very authentic. It's very different from everyone else, but it was your voice at that time.
Yeah, I suppose,
So,
yeah.
yeah. Well, I
Yeah.
think, yeah.
Thank you, Christian.
Thank you.
Thank you
Christian.
guys. I wish we could
Cheers.
get to know you guys more. Maybe I'll interview you next time.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that is
That is
episode 1.
historic episode
Whoa.
1.